So this is where I progressed since my last update. I finally decided to give up on the curved turnout that would go right there and go with a straight turnout. I had to make some adjustments and change the track plan a little bit. But let me give you an overall picture now of where we're at. I got all of the track laid down where it's supposed to be. It's not secured yet. I still need to secure the track, but it's laid and I got some wiring done, and I'm going to do a test run that's coming up on the electrical, see if everything runs okay, and then I will go ahead and do a permanent securing of the track. So track is now weathered to some extent, and so you don't have the shiny rails as the new track would. And this is pretty much how the buildings are going to end up. So showing you that, still need to put the roofs on these. I didn't initially put them because I thought these two buildings without roofs would go together, but one of the things that come about in actually laying out your model in rail size is you begin to see things that you don't even see on the drawing board, and that is the buildings. I got two trailers now. The buildings are quite large in that they take up quite a bit of a footprint. So one of the considerations when you're drawing track plans is to use a tool like you see I have here, which gives you actual dimensions for laying your track down in the particular type of track. That way you have proper dimensions rather than freehanding with pencil and paper, because you won't get the dimensions. But even still, the trouble is these buildings, I purposely enlarged them, as you noticed in my last video on how to expand these modular type buildings to make them more realistic. And the reason why is the size of a car, and this is like a 53-foot car, you know, and it goes up against a building and it dwarfs the building, then that doesn't look realistic. On the other hand, as I expanded the size of the building, it increases the footprint and makes the reality of the model come out and bite you. And that's the deal with the type of layout I was doing on a prototype that's really could be a half a mile to a mile stretch. You know, in reality, in end scale, you're talking 30 some feet, and I got it compressed to 6 feet. So how do you deal with that? There's got to be a balance between increasing the model of the building to a size that doesn't allow the box car, the refrigerator cars, or any other cars to you know, make it unrealistic. And then on the other hand, if you have a footprint from a real size building that is, you know, prototypical size, then it will take up, could take up 2-3 feet of a layout. So here we are with the shelf layout. We got to be careful about that. So this is what I ended up with. I probably have some more buildings I may put together, but this is the basic plan as of now. That could change once I start getting the scenery in, but here's a footprint of those. So not the most exciting topic, but it is a topic for consideration and having everything to do with how do we model or layout plans to be realistic and at the same time have a compression that can be fit into a layout space, a small room, or even a basement. So in my case, just a layout space that's a shelf, which is really what I'm doing in this series of videos, is promoting the shelf layout, because nothing wrong with the basement type of layout, but the shelf layout has a lot of things to offer, believe it or not. I mean, they can go up fast, you can be operating, and you can still have an enormous amount of enjoyment and learn so much with the simple shelf layout, even if you want to build an empire down the road sometime. And another benefit that I love about the shelf layout, you know, it's not a continuous run, but it offers a lot in operation. And hopefully once I got this up and running, we'll do some operating sessions with it, and you can see how you can come home from work or on a Saturday or weekend, have 15-20 minutes of operating, or even up to an hour, of course, but just some relaxation and enjoyment with the model railroad. So that's where I am right now. So I'm progressing quite quickly now that I got the track. I'm not waiting on anything being back ordered anymore. I'm ready to go and move right along. So things should happen a little bit more quickly right now, other than the fact that I'm not home too much, but it's a joy to be able to present to you again and let you know where I'm at. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your model railroads.